contrary to popular belief, $1 don't really make me holla. You just can't buy a lot of stuff for $1 these days. Even with reselling and going to thrift stores and yard sales, it's pretty rare that you'd find an item for less than $1 that would actually be worth any serious amount of money. So I thought a really interesting video idea would be the $1 thrift challenge. The idea was to go to the Goodwill bins using only $1, see exactly what I could buy and exactly how much profit I could generate just from the $1. I was pretty surprised about what I was able to find, and I was very surprised about how much money I was able to make from these items. I think you guys are gonna like this video. If you do, give it a big thumbs up, and if you like this video and you want more content like this, consider subscribing to my channel for episode 2 of the $1 thrift challenge. Let's get it. So if you don't know, the Goodwill bins is like a Goodwill outlet clearance center where Goodwill sends their surplus items and their clearance items to be sold by the weight. Where I'm from in South Carolina, the prices at the Goodwill outlet are $1.39 per pound. However, every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday afternoon after 4 p.m., the prices go half off. So everything in the store is by weight and it's only 69 cents per pound. I thought this was the perfect opportunity to do this challenge, and I was really excited to get in there and see what I could find. So about a month ago, I went into the Goodwill with my $1 and I was able to pick up 5 items for just $1. In this video, I'm gonna show you those 5 items, show you how much I paid for, well, I guess I paid like 20 cents a piece for them because I bought 5 for $1. So yeah, everything was 20 cents each. I'll show you how I sold the items, what I was able to sell the items for, and I'll also give you my total profit. I took my camera with me so you could see me finding all the items, you know, from my perspective. So that being said, let's just jump into it. The first item I found was this wired PlayStation 2 controller. I'm always on the lookout for video game controllers, especially at the Goodwill bins, because pretty much any system controller sells for at least $10. If you get some Xbox 360 wireless controllers, those could sell for, you know, $15, maybe up to $18 or so. But I knew I could get at least $10 for this PlayStation 2 controller, so I picked that up. It's very lightweight, pretty high profit item when considering you're paying 20 cents for it. So that was a great first buy. Next up, I found this Auburn Scarf. I'm not a fan of Auburn and it's not winter, but I couldn't turn it down. It was super, super lightweight. The scales they use at this Goodwill aren't, I mean, they're like huge industrial scales, so I didn't really even think it would pick up this scarf's weight. I kind of figured I was getting a free item. So I picked it up, it was in great condition, there were no holes or stains or anything. It was like an infinity scarf. I knew I could probably sell it, you know, throw it up on eBay with an auction at 99 cents plus $3.99 for shipping. Even if I sold it for $3 or $4, I would still be making really good profit margins. My next find was this Mario Kart drawstring bag. I thought it was really interesting. You know, Mario Kart and Mario in general are really popular. It's just very iconic. And I was like, hey, you know, drawstring bag, maybe I can sell it locally to one of my buddies. If I can get, you know, $2 or $3 for it, I'm still, you know, I'm paying 20 cents for the bag. So even if I sell it for $1, I'm still 5 timesing my money. So that was my idea with this. And also, again, it was very, very lightweight. Then I found this Flamingo Beach Bag. I thought it was really interesting. It was a little bit heavier because it was like the material it was made of was kind of heavier, but it was in really good condition. There was no stains or holes, there wasn't even any sand in the beach bag, which is usually guaranteed when you find used beach bags. I didn't think it was gonna put me over the pound weight, and I thought it was a really good time of year to sell this item. So I didn't go into Goodwill looking to buy 5 items. I was just trying to buy as many items as I could and still stay under that 1 pound mark. I had the Flamingo bag, I had the Mario Kart bag, I had the Auburn Scarf, and I had the PlayStation controller. I knew I was nearing that 1 pound mark, and I just couldn't find anything else that was really lightweight that I thought would be worth selling. So I was standing in line to check out, and the lady was coming from the back, so I saw her talking or something like that, so I knew I had a minute or two before she got up there. So I happened to turn around and just look back in another bin that I had already been through, and I saw this Garmin GPS watch. I wasn't filming at the time. I immediately picked it up and looked at it, and it wasn't on, and the screen had a little scratch on it. But I was like, okay, this obviously doesn't work. It's just, I mean, somebody donated it, they tried to sell it at Goodwill, nobody bought it, and now it's at the bins. But just for giggles, I pushed the power button on the side, and it freaking turned on. I could not believe that I found a working Garmin GPS watch here. And in the video, I wanted to get a video of me finding it. So I left it on, threw it back in the bin, got my camera, and then recorded myself finding it again. So that's why in the video, I found it on. I was really, really excited about that watch. I knew it was worth something, and I thought worst case scenario, maybe 20 or 30 bucks or something like that. So that was perfect. I had my 5 items ready to go, ready to take them home and get them listed. So with the beach bag and the Mario Kart bag, I didn't think it would be worth it putting those on eBay, so I was attempting to sell those locally. I made a Facebook Live video explaining to people what I was doing with the $1 challenge, and I had one of my neighbors actually, she said, I'll take the Flamingo bag and the Mario Kart bag for $10. And I sold. I'm not gonna argue with that. I mean, I just spent $1 on all these items and I've already made $10. Flamingo bag, Mario Kart bag, sold, $10 in profit. Or not $9 in profit, because we spent $1, yeah. $9 in profit. Next up was that PlayStation 2 wired controller. I knew that would probably be best sold on eBay. I took a picture of it. I didn't even put it on my white background. I just left it on my desk and took a picture of it that way, threw it up on eBay, and it sold the same day, like 5 or 6 hours after I listed it. I only sold it for $10 with free shipping. So after shipping and fees and stuff like that, I made about $5.50 in profit, but still profit. Now I'm up to $14.50 in profit. Again, spending only $1. The next item was the Auburn Scarf. Again, I knew this would sell better on eBay. So I put it on eBay with a 7-day auction starting at 99 cents with $3.99 in shipping. I knew it would probably cost me less than $3 to actually ship it. So I knew even if I got one bid on it, I would still be making about $1.50 to $2 in profit. Put it up on auction and it ended up selling for $4.50. Not a huge amount of profit, but again, I only paid 20 cents for it. And it's a scarf that I was selling in the beginning of summer, okay? So it's still turning 20 cents into $4 or $5, well worth it. So this brings my running total up to almost $20 in profit using just $1. God, there was a lawnmower outside and I was like, why is that lawnmower so loud? I'm trying to record a video. And my neighbor was cutting my grass for me and now I feel terrible because I was complaining about the noise. I was about to go out there and be like, hey, cut the grass quieter. But he was cutting my grass. I have the best neighbors. Anyway, the last item we've got is the Garmin GPS Watch. So I looked up some comps on eBay and I found that one had sold recently for like $45 and one was currently on auction and the auction was up to like 60, 65 bucks at the time. So I listed mine on auction, a 7-day auction. I did the bidding at 99 cents with a buy it now price of $60. I didn't really want to wait the whole week for an auction to finish. And I was like, you know, if somebody can pay me 60 bucks for this 20-cent Garmin watch that I just bought, I'd be totally fine with that. So I started the auction on a Sunday night and just kind of forgot about it. The next morning when I woke up, I already had like 6 bids with 4 bidders and the bidding was already up to about $35. I was very excited at this point. I was like, you know, because once you get a bid on an item, the buy it now price is no longer available. Like the bidding just goes. So I was like, you know, we're only 1 day into this auction and it's already got, you know, 5 or 6 bidders at the time and it was already up to $35. So I was very excited about where this was gonna go. Over the course of the week, it had some bidding wars. You know, on like Thursday of that week, it had, you know, 5 or 6 bids back to back and it got up to like $75. And I was like, this is awesome. You know, I had no idea this watch was gonna sell for this much money, but it kept going. I started the 7-day auction on a Sunday night, so it got to that Sunday morning and the item was up to $88, I believe. At this point, I didn't care what it sold for. I was like, you know, I'm at least gonna get $88 for it. I'm good to go. So that night the auction ended and the item sold for $102.50 with free shipping. I mean, it was like this big. It cost me like $3 to ship, so 100 bucks basically. I was super excited. I was like, you know, I just spent 20 cents on this watch and it sold for 100 bucks basically. It was great. However, about an hour after the auction ended, the guy that won the auction messaged me and said something like, hey, when I bid on this, I had money and now I don't have money, so I can't pay for it. I'm like, dude, you just bid on it like 2 hours ago. What happened? It wasn't a huge deal. I just canceled the order and I relisted the watch for a buy it now of $99.99 with free shipping. And I think it only took like 2 hours and it sold again to someone in Puerto Rico. I shipped it out to him and I've got positive feedback on it. So that was a good sale. So with that watch, selling the watch for $99, after fees and shipping, I walked away with about $84 in profit on that watch, bringing my running total for the $1 challenge to about $103. That was, I might do this challenge again, but please do not expect me to be that successful in the future. That was an anomaly. And it's crazy that I was able to find that GPS watch at the bins. You never know what you're gonna find at the bins. It could be just a bunch of garbage, or it could be some really, really cool stuff. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel for more content like this. And if you wanna see me do more $1 thrift challenge videos, be sure to drop a comment down below and let me know. I really, really appreciate that you guys spend so much of your time watching my silly videos. Thanks again, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.